So where did we leave off? I wanted to go to the end of this. There's 55 psukim in this chapter. So Malachim is going to be, it's going to take time.
Oh, Mr. Alan.
Okay. Let me get my Gemara. Harold is still in New Jersey, correct?
I don't know.
I think Harold's in New Jersey. Okay. Political intrigue.
"47 Mishnah.
Correct. Mem Zayin Amad Aleph. Ish nizrak alav echad min adamim v'nitma. You have a Nazir, a Nazir Tohor, who's completing his Naziris, he's bringing his Korbanos. There's been Zrika Saddam of one of the Korbanos. V'nitma. Before he can finish the other Korbanos, becomes Tameh. Rabbi Yezer Amar Soiser Sakol, got to start from scratch. He didn't finish. He says after whatever tumah he is, whether it's 1 day tumah or 7 day tumah, he completes tahara, and then he brings the other korbanos, and then he's done. Amru lo, the Chachamim said to Rabbi Eliezer, Ma'isa ben Miriam Tarmudis, who was a Nazira, Shenizrak Aleh Echa ben Adamim. She had Zrika Saddam of one of the korbanos. They quickly told her that her daughter was ill. And she went to visit her daughter, and the daughter had died. So she became Tameh, and she hadn't finished her other korbanos. No problem. She could bring the korbanos after she's tahor, and she'll be finished with the Naziris.
Here it says that it seems to imply he's matayir after she brings the korban, the rest of the korbanos. It says hevi shor korban the titaher.
Titaher means the Naziris will be completed b'tahara.
Okay,
that's what it means. She can't bring her. She has to go through a tahara process for her tumah.
Okay.
If she was tumas mace, she has to count zayin nikiyim. She has to count zayin 7 days paraduma. Then on the 8th day, she'll be allowed to bring korbanos. The other, she has to bring a chatas, oil, and shlomim. So after she had zrikas done for the chatas, she still has to bring the shlomim and the ola. So what this Mishnah is telling us, according to Chachamim, she can do it. She doesn't have to start 30 days as a new Nazira.
What happens if it's at the last korban? If she did these before?
No, I mean, meaning. Well, then she's done. She's had zrikas done for all 3 korbanos. She's done.
Okay, then she does. Okay, right. That's the last. Is Zrika Saddam is the last thing then?
This is a case of Zrika Saddam after the first korban.
Oh, yeah. So, but the Zrika Saddam after the last one, then then she became Tomei.
Then she's done.
Yeah, she's done. Yeah,
and she's done.
Okay.
It seems to imply that the whole 30 days goes away. But the Gemara says, if anybody becomes Tomei after the 30 days, it's only Shiva Soiser, not more than 7. Amar of my Soiser Nami to Amar, Rabbi Eliezer soiser korban. It doesn't mean that he has to count all the 30 days. It means he has to bring all the korbanos. He has to start again from the 3 korbanos. Even the one that there was a Zrikas Adam before she became Tomei. That's the Chiddush of Rabbi Eliezer. The Chachamim Ramim Tovi Sar Kamnois of Editar. Because Shmami know that the Machlokas is about the Chiyuv of bringing the Korbanos, not the Nezirus. And then they bring a story, My Tsunami being Niriam Atarmudis, Shenizrak Allah Echa Ben Adamim, Uval Vadiel Bita Shaita Mezukenes Valcho Matza Shemesa. She was told that her daughter was ill, and then she went to visit and she died. It's only the Karbonis that they're arguing. Shmami, no, that's the halach. The Rambam paskins Nazir Shazarku Avro Adamim Shalecha Mikarbonoisa Vachakach Nidma and it's Soiser Klum Elayavi Shar Karbonoisa Kesha Yitar. It's Kesha Yitar. Once he's tahor, then he can bring the remaining korbanos. Harlach Shashamini, Harlach Shashamini, Harlach Shashamini. Perak Shvi. Kohen Gadol v'Nazir. Oh, Mario.
Yeah.
Send George a text. Does he know that we're learning the daf at 8 o'clock? At 9 o'clock? Mario?
Yes, he does. I
He knew
sent
about
him.
okay, because he was in the Navi Shir.
Yeah, for a while.
Okay. Kohen Gadol v'Nazir. You have a Kohen Gadol and a Nazir. Ein metamim l'krevein. What do they have in common? You're not allowed to go to a family's funeral, right? A Kohen Hedyot can go to the 7 primary family members. Kohen Gadol can't go to anybody's funeral. And a Nazir also can't go to anybody's funeral. So they have, Kohen Gadol and Nazir have that in common. But if a Kohen Gadol or a Nazir is walking and they find a mace and there's no one to bury them, they're allowed to bury them. What about if a Kohen Gadol and a Nazir were walking together and they found a mace mitzvah and only one of them is needed? Who should bury? Rabbi Eliezer Yitami Kohen Gadol v'Yitami Nazir. Rabbi Eliezer says the Kohen Gadol and not the Nazir. The Chachamim Omrim Yitami Nazir v'Yitami Kohen Hedyot. That even a Kohen Hedyot shouldn't do it if you have a Nazir. Armalam Rabbi Eliezer. Yitami Kohen shouldn't maybe korban al tumaso. Let a Kohen do it, even a Kohen Gadol. Because we see a Kohen doesn't bring korbanos if he becomes tamei, he just has paraduma sprinkled on him, he becomes tor. Vayitami nazir shu maybe korban al tumasai. A nazir who becomes tamei has to go through chatas, asham, and an ola for the fact that he was a nazir who became tamei. So that's a good taina that Rabbi Eliezer has to the Chachamim. Amar lo, Yitami Nazir shein kedusha so kedusha soila. Yeah, but a Nazir, it's only a 30-day prohibition. Yitami kohen shekedusha so kedusha soila. A kohen for his whole life can't be mitame, so it's more chomer. And the Rambam paskins, Yitame a Nazir. Shekdusha, so kedusha shah. Even if it was a Nazir oilam. Va'yitame hakohen shekdusha, so kedushas oilam. Like the Chachamim. Bishma kohen gadol v'Nazir. I understand the debate between kohen gadol v'Nazir. High savar kohen gadol adib. I understand his kedusha is forever. So he's better than the Nazir. I serve a Nazir Adav because he has to bring korbanos. What about two people are walking? Meshuach b'shlemen hamishcha u'meruba b'godim. So in Bayis Rishon, they would anoint the Kohen Gadol with shemen hamishcha. In Bayis Sheni, they didn't have shemen hamishcha. So how did you know somebody was a Kohen Gadol? He wore 8 begodim. He's called a meruba begodim instead of the normal 4. So let's say after Klal Yisrael came back from Bavel, you had an old Kohen Gadol who was Meshuach b'Shemen HaMishcha, walking with the current Kohen Gadol who's a Kohen Gadol with meruba begodim. So Meshuach b'Shemen HaMishcha Adif. So we would have the meruba begodim be metame to the Meis Mitzvah, because the Meshuach b'Shemen HaMishcha is higher. The Ilu Meshuach b'Shemen HaMishcha may be parabar kol mitzvahs. There's another halachic reason that if the Kohen Gadol made a mistake and paskined on something that a regular person would have to bring a chatas for, he has to bring a special par. V'ilu meruba begodim ein mevi. A Kohen Gadol with 8 begodim did not bring that par abal kol mitzvahs. What about Mashuach she'avar? He retired. Meruba begodim was active. Meruba begodim adif. The meruba begodim avid avoida. V'ilu Mashuach she'avar lav bar avoidahu. The Mashuach who retired doesn't do the avoida. Now, what about you have 2 people? Avar machmas kiruya. You have a Kohen Gadol who temporarily is a balkari. He can't do the avoida today. Tomorrow he can do it. Avar machmas mumoy. And you have a Kohen Gadol who's permanently removed because he has a permanent mum. So avar machmas kiruya of adif. So he is preferred because he's only got a temporary mum. The Kohen Gadol is a balkari, can do the avodah tomorrow. But the Kohen Gadol who has a mum is never roy. So those things are clear. So now we're going to deal with some things that are not clear. Iboilu. Theoretically, let's ask the question. You have a Meshuach Milchama. You have a Kohen. He's been appointed to go out with the army, and he's nimshach b'shemen hamishcha. And then you have the skan, who in the week of Yom Kippur, he's appointed to be like this vice president, that if something happens to the Kohen Gadol, he steps in. Hey minayu adif, who's higher? Do we say Meshuach b'shemen adif the chazir l'mulchama? He can go out in front of Klal Yisrael and say Shema and send people home. Oidil maskan adif the chazir lavoida. He can fulfill the Kohen Gadol's place. Toshma. The Tanya ein ben Meshuach Milchama l'skan elo shemayim malchim baderech u'matzah meis mitzvah yitame Meshuach Milchama v'yitame askan. The Brisa says that what is the halachic difference between a kohen who is Meshuach Milchama to the skan? Because if they were walking on the road and they found a meis mitzvah, the Meshuach Milchama should bury him. There's another brisa that says that the Meshuach Milchama is higher. It means these people have been taken prisoner, or they fell into a pit. Who do you lift up first? The Meshuach Milchama. My timer, the Talu Bei Rabbi, because the public needs him. Because B'Shas Milchama, they need the Kohen Meshuach Milchama. But Le'inyan Tuma, to avoid Tuma, Skan Adif, the Tanya, Rav Paniba Nantinis Oimer, Lama Tiknu Skan the Kohen Gadol Shem Ira B'Psula, Reiniklos B'Shamish Tafta. Listen, you can't have a Skan who's Tomei, because on Yom Kippur, if the Kohen Gadol something happens, you're not going to have anybody to step in. Ad kan le'pligela b'Kohen Gadol v'Nazir. Ki azli b'hadei adadi. The shaila between Others and Chachamim is they're walking together. and they met the Meis Mitzvah. Aval chad lechude bar itnu inin. But each one of them by themselves can be metamel the Meis Mitzvah. Menonimili. Where's your source for that? The Torah Rabbanan. Al kol nafshos meis lo yavo. That's by Kohen Gadol. Laviv ulimo lo yitama. You can't go to any dead person, and then it repeats to your father and mother lo yitama. B'mal kasu medaber ibar choikim. If you're talking about non-relatives, kavachoymeru. Uma kohen had yitru metamel lekroivim, eno metamel lechoikim. A regular kohen who's allowed to go to the funeral of his relatives. He cannot go to a funeral of somebody who's not a relative. Kohen Gadol. She'ena metamel lekroivim, eno din she'ena metamel lechoikim. Ela bekroivim akasu medaber. So al kol nafshos meis lo yavo. It's already talking about relatives. So what is it adding? So what do we need? To teach me. That's a special halacha, that he cannot go to his father's funeral, but he can go to a Meis Mitzvah's funeral. Now,
Maybe we can say
tomorrow, 1 second, Lazar. Tomorrow I have to learn at 4:00. 4:00. Because there's a Yavna thing tomorrow at 5:30. So we have to learn at 4:00. 4 p.m. Mario, you'll put it out? Mario?
Yes, I will.
Thank you. Elazar, go ahead.
Maybe we could say a Mashiach Milchama is more likely to become a Tama. Therefore, he's already prepared himself to become a Tama over Sagan, because the Sagan is only down the line that maybe he will become a Tama. But Mashiach Milchama is already prepared to become a Tama. So therefore, that's the score why he's get priority to be the Meis Mitzvah, because he's already in the parsha already. By going out to Mechama, he's putting himself in that position. There's more likelihood that he'll be Matama for a regular.
The Gemara doesn't say that svara.
I mean, I was thinking about why that would. Maybe that's which it seemed more logical.
The Gemara was doing it based on chashivus.
I know, but